welcome to Star Wars Spelt Out. I'm your host, Josh Chapman, and today... Sorry, I'm just trying to throw off one of our presenters. We're back for episodes 3 and 4 of Maul, Shadow Lord. We're welcoming back Catherine. Hello, Catherine. Welcome back.
Hello. I want to play some space lacrosse.
Yeah, we'll get into the rules of space lacrosse in a second, and then a man who was supposed to be here last week but wasn't. Did you listen in last week? But Matthew Mohl is back on deck. Shadow Mohl, Darth Mohl, Shadow Lord is back on deck.
I'm here, baby. It's good to be back. Get the podcast juices flowing. I am in the trenches with poopy babies and energetic boys. So I'm struggling at the moment, but I pulled out all the stops to make it today.
Yeah, I think technically this is a legal call. Are we outing your secret plans?
No. She's not going to listen. I pretended I had to do a legal call so that I could watch the show and catch up. And then she's like, "Have you started podcasting?" I'm like, "No, I'm doing it now. The call's finished."
Oh, right. Okay. So you're only half a liar then. So that's okay. That's good. We don't get.
No, I'm pretty sure there's all lies.
We don't want to be an enabler.
Lies.
For your
deception.
Lies, deception. So yeah, we did miss you last week, Matt, but we got through. We got some good stuff, and it's been pretty good. The reception, just the general reception to the show from the general public seems to be pretty good. Everyone seems to be digging it. Can you give us a quick thoughts on the first, what you're thinking so far, Mohl, since we missed you last week?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's good. I mean, it's good to have some new content for once. Like, I think we used to have one. I think we got. What's the word? Entitled a bit. Like, we were just giving new stuff every quarter, 8 weeks, every 3 months of those 3 months, and then there was a 4-week break, and then the next thing came out, and you can tell that they put a lot of time into this. Mm-hmm. It's well thought out. It's deep. Got good characters. I'm enjoying it. I'm digging it. It's a really good breath of fresh air, and I just hope it's consistency of what we're getting is what we continue to get. The long delays, but high value when it does come.
Do you reckon they should have gone week by week episode? Has the 2-episode drop feeling? I mean, it means we get to burn through this pretty quick, and it'll run right up to Mando and Grogu, basically, won't it?
How many episodes is this? Is it 12?
I think it's 12 or 10. 10 or 12.
I think it's finishing on May the 4th.
When does Mando and Grogu come out? 25th?
What? Yeah, something like that. End of May.
Okay. So there's a little gap. But yeah, I don't know, I mean, they dropped Andor 3 weeks at a time. This feels like a breeze after then trying to cram Andor. We have to give Andor the props that it needed, the time that it needed. This is a little bit easier to just sort of watch and get through. But I watched it this evening with Sloane, my youngest. She was her other sister's at her auntie's place for school holidays at the moment. It's just me and her, and she was into it. She was engaged. It's a little bit heavier than the typical thing that 7-year-olds would watch for Star Wars, but she had questions and, she was into it. What were the episode titles this week? I'm trying to remember. I'm bringing it up here.
There was Pride and Vengeance. That was the second one.
Yep.
And my brain went, oh, that's a play on Pride and Prejudice.
Oh,
Tip of the cap to you, my friend.
Talking your language then, Catherine. Whispers in the Unknown. Where's the Star Wars Jane Austen crossover? Someone must have done that. Someone has written a novelty book about that somewhere, haven't they? Surely.
Oh, surely. Oh, someone with better skill. Come on.
Oh, come on, Catherine. This could be your side project. Come on, holiday. Leave me alone. I've got one more week of holidays, and that's all I need to worry about. I don't need to be trying to cram in some personal projects. Thank you very much. So we basically the story just sort of kicks on. So I'm at the end of the last episode. Now, what is her name? I've forgotten. Devon? Is that right?
Devon. My
favorite condiment.
There's a quote or something from a movie which is something Devon, and I don't know what it is, but every time I hear it, I think of that, and I don't know what the rest of the quote is, and it's really annoying me. I have to try and figure it out. But yeah, she's been captured by Maul. She gets busted. She busts herself out, and
how did she get out? That's just
she used the force to push the. Didn't she use the force to push the cylinder she was in away from the wall?
Yeah. She pushed it a bit and it made it go a bit like over the edge of the cliff or whatever. So that gave her enough room to then get out the back.
Because when I was watching, where my thing started and the thing finished, I could have sworn there was a gap, and it was weird, and I don't know why it started there. And she's out.
First thing she looks at, she sees that there's light coming through, so she realizes it's not attached to the wall. I think that was the reason that she looks down, she can see that there's light peeking through, so she realizes that the cylinder is not attached to the wall, so therefore she can push it forward. Basically, I believe.
Okay,
that's my understanding.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she tries to make a break for it, and of course, Maul's not having it, and then they fight. It's a good fight.
Okay, like I've not been huge like in all the animation stuff, like Bad Batch, all of that. I'm enjoying this a lot more. I'm really liking the animation style. People I've heard talk about like some matte background, so I really looked at that today, and so I could see that in the background it looked far more like painted, and that I really liked the look. And the fights were amazing. Thinking back to where we started at the start of Clone Wars, how fights would look then to how they look now, it's pretty. It's pretty amazing.
It actually happens not in this episode, but we're going to jump all over the place. Doesn't really matter. When the first fight came on, I was just like, go for the legs, go for the leg, like have a crack at the leg, try and take his foot off or something like that. I think, and then in the subsequent episode, the Jedi Master, I forgot, is it
Dooku?
Dooku, he gets him. He gets him. I don't know, on the kneecap or somewhere. He clips him or something somehow. But,
sweep the leg.
Yeah, he does a bit of a sweep the legs. But so effectively, he's kind of he's trying to rile her up. Get her into get her interested in the dark side, test her limits and things, and it was quite cool where he sort of imprisons her in the room and it's all dark and he's just kind of popping up. The use of the light and stuff was quite cool, but very cool.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, like that was definitely cool, and him just sort of pushing her into her anger and to just try to get her there so that she would use it, against him, like to just goad her into getting there is really interesting.
Do you feel like
to watch?
Like, I suppose for the purposes of storytelling, I guess we don't know for sure what's going to happen. Mohl, if you do know, keep that to yourself. Just called you Mohl. Watching a Jedi fall to the dark side, what does it take and things like that. Like obviously Anakin was a slow build up of a lot of things, and then a tipping point, and whether this will be the same sort of thing or whether it's, I don't know. I'm just curious to see. I mean, do you feel like it's like an inevitability, Mohl, that she's gonna?
No, I think she's gonna stick true to the course. I think it's good to say that they're able to create new characters like this because there's nobody going, oh, you're mucking up with the canon, and there are. So I mean, the number of Jedi that have survived the Order 66 is getting long now. There's actually it's quite extensive. This rebel Jedis.
Yeah, I mean, I like the idea in this that the planet is basically pretty much left alone by the Empire at this stage, so it's probably a pretty good place to hide out because I mean that's the tipping point in the second episode, obviously. But I guess if you're a Jedi and you lay low, you can probably hang around there for a while. And it seems like we did discuss the timeline of when it was actually how post Revenge of the Sith it is. It only seems to be 2 or 3 years or something, isn't it? Like it's not very
Yeah.
So it's probably the most likely that there's some Jedi around still doing their thing. But yeah,
And this is the first time that Janix has ever been mentioned in Star Wars?
The planet?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. That feels like we bring them up every week, but it's a Molly and Alex question as usual.
Only 4 appearances: Shadow, Maul, 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, it's definitely the first time it's been. It's good because at first I thought it was just Coruscant or it's very had that vibe, and then we kept saying Janix. So obviously
we discussed it last week. You sort of thought the same. We thought the same thing. It does have, it's a sort of a big city feel, but then we realised that it was a bit more untouched. It wasn't across. It wasn't as central.
Yeah, this week they definitely mentioned that it was on Janix. Last week they may have in the second episode, but they didn't really establish through dialogue a lot. So I'm here for put the place names on the screen, even if it's just once in the first episode. Do it.
Yeah.
Just like Rogue One.
Yeah.
If it's working, it's working.
Yeah, because listening to Blue Harvest, Will thought it was Coruscant.
Yep.
And there was a lot of confusion out there of, is this Coruscant? Is this Coruscant? How about just,
And we're supposed to be the ones that know these things, and even we're questioning, So, yeah. Oh, well, we'll send a letter to Dave Filoni. We can send it to Kathy Candy's old email address, and it'll probably go straight to Dave. Now, if you could just forward it on, she's probably got some. She's got her out of office on, saying, is she actually officially? I don't know.
Has she left a seat? I don't think she has.
I'm not sure. Actually,
no. I think there's a long Passover period.
Yeah,
I know there is with Bobby I going to Josh D'Amaro. Josh D'Amaro has taken over the role, but Bobby I's in an advisory role for a few months.
Yeah.
He's
like, I'm not getting burned again on that handover. Let's do this a little bit closer to the bone. Yeah. So we check in back with the best darn cop on the planet, Brandon Lawson. He's just the only good cop in a bad system, and he loves his son. And he just wants to take care of his boy. And it turns out that his wife left him for the Empire, or works for the Empire, or something.
Do you know who voices him?
No.
It'll blow your mind how good an actor it is.
Okay. He's got an accent, definitely. I'm trying to look it up.
He's in Narcos.
Don't Google it.
Oh, he's in Narcos.
Okay. Well, that makes sense.
It's Wagner Moura who played Escobar.
Oh, really? He's the guy from
He was just up for an Academy Award. He's like, so what's your next program? I'm Brandon Larson.
So hang on, is he the guy
Janix.
Is he the guy in the meme? He's standing in the swimming pool?
Yes.
So he's the He's
waiting
just the best darn cop.
Next trophy.
How come no one's made that meme of photoshopping his face into the swimming pool, waiting for Mohl to get to do so I can arrest him? Yes.
Josh.
You're the graphic
That's
designer.
what you do before the episode drops.
Oh, right. Oh, God. No, I've got to watch AFL 360 after this because my football team won finally after losing.
We finally won.
After losing 17 games in a row. So I want to revel in the football-related shows. We won't. Let's not fall down that rabbit hole. But yes, our football, Catherine and I's football team, yes, hasn't won since last year. So we finally won.
What was it, 300 and something days?
Yeah, that's anyway. We'll fall down the rabbit hole.
You win a final. How good's that going to be?
Baby steps. Baby steps, Matt. Baby steps. This is how it's all beginning. You got to believe. So the funny thing about these episodes, Brander and Two Boots, not bros anymore. Tension.
Yeah.
Riggs and Murtar aren't. I thought they were just ride or die, but Two Boots is just like, hey man, I don't like the way you're going rogue here. I'm just gonna, we're gonna do it by the book.
this is too big for us, man. Got to call in the big sharks. Got to call in the feds.
You got to call in the feds, and basically he's just like, all right, I'll just turn you off if you can do it. It feels like that's probably the biggest insult you can do to a droid if it's annoying you, is just switching it off.
Oh yeah, like when Two Boots like covered up the picture of him and Lawson.
The burn, just like, we're not best bros anymore. Like their fishing trip one, you know, that they went on together or something like that, and he's just like, I thought you were my mate. What a falling out.
Mate.
It gets pretty full on.
It really does. It really does. So what else happens in this? I'm just trying to remember. Oh, so there's all the stuff at the Pikes as well. So that little turd crime boss guy, you know, he's sort of just trying to
Stay alive,
basically. Is that Looty? No. Is that Looty Vario?
Vario?
Yeah.
Vario.
Yep.
Vario.
You know, he's the fast talking guy. He's trying, you know, so that plan of his seemed a bit weird because he basically they send him off. He sucks up to the Pikes and he's like, "Hey, I'm going to give you the money back that you lost, and you know, plus extra. You know, you're the guy they want, and blah blah blah. Don't worry, those guys have been dealt with." So he gets on the planet, and the Pikes turn up, and then he's got the stun gun. So they've obviously given him the stun gun. So that's part of the plan, is to give him the stun gun. And then the Night Brother dressed up as Mohl comes out, swings a few things, he stuns him, and then they take him in. But Mohl just comes through the front door anyway. Like, what do they gain by having the fake Mohl in there?
Took out some guards.
Like 3.
And
But you wanted to do the misdirection that you could trust
unawares.
Vario, and also because they were doing a human detection, a life form detection on the ship. So when fake Maul came out, it created a diversion so that they focused all their attention on that. They killed the scanning probe, and then Maul's just waiting in the ship for them to clean up afterwards. And then also give that deceptive, oh no, he's a good guy, he stunned him, I brought him to you. It's misdirection by the Shadow Lord.
Yeah, I don't know. It feels slightly a little too convoluted for Mohl, who can just sort of jump into hack and slash in any situation that he needs to. But,
Yeah, but Sith are known for their elaborate, complex plans.
Well, yes. I mean, we're hearing all about the complex stuff using trade routes and blockings and all sorts of stuff at the moment now, which is pretty crazy. Real life imitating art. Yeah, all right. I'll give him a pass on that. But yeah,
thank you, Josh.
I mean, I guess that's why he's kept these other blokes who look like him around quite a lot.
Yeah. What in Star Wars, we accept a lot of things and we don't question elaborate plans. Like, we've lived all our lives not really questioning what the plan was in Return of the Jedi.
Oh, yes. Well, that is true. Yeah. There are a lot of moving parts in that one as well, I suppose. Yes. Okay. No, fair enough. So then he basically he does that. He gets in, cleans house, kills the Pike leader, installs a puppet. He says, "This is, I'm the captain now. I'm going to take care of all this biz." And yeah, he does actually imply that he was looking for him after the Mandalore. Is that still an empty gap, Mohl? Or like what happened to Mohl after Siege of Mandalore? Is this?
No, like this would literally be a year before the Siege of Mandalore, maybe like a year after. Sorry,
yeah,
because the Siege of Mandalore is occurring pretty much with Ahsoka and Maul facing off simultaneously with Anakin falling.
Yep.
And then this is the aftermath, and I think probably Maul was what happened in that. Maul got captured, didn't he?
He's captured at the start of it. I'm just trying to have to go back and rewatch.
Ahsoka beats him and then gives him.
They're on the ship when Order 66 happens and all the clones turn, and they basically team up to get off the ship, and then the ship crashes and he disappears, and Ahsoka sort of runs off with Rex, who's 40s programming, and then they dug the chip out.
Yeah.
That's right.
And that's
that's right.
last...
And then the ship, there's that awesome episode in the ship, and then Vader and the lights. Oh God, that was traumatic. That was a lot.
That was a lot. Yes. So that all happens in the background. I've forgotten his name again now. Two Boots and his bro, they're fighting, but effectively Devon does get away. So she sort of faces off with Maul, and then I'm just trying to. She gets away. Is it all happening in one go? Does she go down? I'm just trying to remember. No, she in the room. Then she escapes out the top of the thing. They kind of have a fight and get turned around. She gets enough distance between to sort of get out. Finds her master. And in between that, like you said, Catherine, the best darn cop in the world who just loves his son has to go to his son's lacrosse game. Pretty
space baseball
in a massive stadium. Like, is he like a semi-professional, or is it like a college one? Maybe, colleges in America have big stadiums for their football and things. And
yeah, it was massive. It looked like a 100,000 type of.
The JCG.
Didn't look like it was completely full though. So maybe it's like a scratch, like the under-19s or something he's playing. Like
might have been like an Essendon game, like 40,000.
Dude,
don't do it,
dude.
No, we get more than that.
It's not a 40 podcast.
Yeah, it could easily turn into one. But of course, he turns up. He's like, "Of course, I wouldn't miss your game, son. I wouldn't miss it for the world." And then, like, as soon as 2 minutes later, some police emergency happens, and he's out of there. Of course, just letting his son down again. I would like to know what that sport's called.
Space lacrosse. It's because that stick definitely looked like a lacrosse stick.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure. I mean, it must be somewhere. I mean, what
the sport featured in Star Wars Maul Shadow Lord is called Botekin.
Oh, is it named after
Played
Bo-Katan?
by Riley Lawson on the planet Janix. It's a fast-paced game that resembles a galactic high-intensity version of lacrosse or jai alai, involving long sticks used to cradle and pass a ball. It appears as a deep-cut nod to the Phantom Menace.
Oh. Was somebody playing it?
I
don't remember that bit. Is that what's called Bo-Katan? Bo-Katan.
Botekin. Or Botkin.
Botkin. Okay.
I don't make these names up.
No. That's all right. Yeah. He was playing in the Janix Botkin League. The JBL.
At the JCG.
At the JCG. In front of his AD, absent dad. Yeah. So he does. He before that, yes, the master, Didi, or Dio, Eco, Didi, Ico, Daiki. Yeah, anyway, he turns up and he's sort of like, "You're the last good cop around here. I'm looking for my, niece in inverted commas. I can't give you too much information right now, but if you can help me out, that'd be great." And they start getting a little rapport going, which sort of pays off later on. But Devon, she does well to sort of get away on her own, really. So pretty resourceful young lady. I always feel like could they, they're always living in little hovels in the. I was thinking about like Maul's hideout. Like, couldn't find a nicer place to live. It's a bit of a shithole.
I think he just makes do with whatever he can. He's not one for the niceties in life, luxuries.
Do you think it was weird when he was
still nicer?
Yeah,
it's nicer than the junk planet he lived on initially for 10 years or something.
Oh yeah, he's scratching around with the robot with the spider legs or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which does seem a bit weird. Did you think it was funny watching him pour the tea? I never really thought about, like, as soon as he took it, I'm like, is he going to drink it? Like, does it go in his tummy? Like, it's that whole, again, of like, how does Maul's anatomy work? Do you think the tea's just for show? He's just like, oh, I can't actually drink it. But It just goes into
I'd like to know how deep the halfway cut goes. Does it
just go to a little bag that's like strapped to the back of him somewhere that we can't see?
Does he have a colostomy? Does Mohl have a colostomy bag?
Well,
Or?
he must have something. I don't know. Like I guess, like you said, Catherine, in Star Wars, we don't go too deep into the details, but maybe the bottom half is just the bottom half. Maybe he's just got cybernetic everything else, and it just all works like everything else. So who's to say? I don't know.
No comment.
I'd serve up a cup of tea. I'd take a cup of tea from Mohl. Why not? Why not?
Ooh.
Right. I'm just trying to remember how this episode ends, the first one.
It ends with the weird or really good, the eyes. Like,
oh, that's right. She gets away, and then it kind of pulls.
And then it goes dark. Yeah.
And he's got the sort of the creepy eyes. Yep, that's right. These all kind of blend together. So there is.
I did watch it.
Over. Yeah, no, you did. I think you watched it most recently. You finished just before we did. Yeah, and then the second episode obviously is we go back to the best dunk cop in the universe. They decide, the Devon and her master, he wants to skip town, and she's basically just like, no, we've got to bring him in. Which I don't know. Doesn't seem like the smartest plan, Catherine. You just got away last time.
Yeah, bringing Mauling is just fraught. It's fraught.
Do you think that was part of her being tempted to go back to him, though? Do you think that was the seeds of that? I'm just like, I want to hear what else he's got to say. So maybe we should just.
I don't think she's interested in what he has to say, but I think she is. What he said, plays. She was already thinking we were Jedi. Like why are we living like
scratching
this?
The dirt. Yeah.
We were respected. This is what we stand for in the galaxy. We should be doing it again. Like I want to be doing something. I want to be doing something.
I want to be a somebody with these abilities. I don't want to have to. Yeah. So he's obviously touched a nerve a little bit off the back of that, and so the compromise is basically, hey, look, we'll give up the location to the cops, and we'll keep an eye on things, and we'll see what happens. And effectively, he gets Brander gets the green light to go to the Maul's base and take a SWAT team and things, and then Two Boots just says, hey man, I'm gonna tell on you. I'm gonna tell on the Empire.
We need the
Go
Empire.
talk to your microphone, mate. You're about a mile away from your microphone. Come on, you've been off this thing for too long.
Oh, sorry.
Little rusty, are we?
A little rusty.
You do know the camera's on as well. We can see you. Yeah.
Yes, I know.
So yeah,
comfy in the
Two
chair.
Boots is all about getting the Empire involved. This is pretty close to. I mean, this is only like a year into the Empire too, and already like,
protocols are protocols.
Yeah. So I think it kind of makes.
It's not early adoption.
No, but I think it makes sense that they've kind of had to give it another excuse to why Brander doesn't like the Empire. If his wife works for the Empire, and maybe he's got a bit of a closer idea about what they're about. From a year out, you might not. They're keeping it pretty much as it was to a degree. You would have thought.
Yeah, at this stage, you'd be almost thinking, it's basically a name change from the New Republic. Would you be as sus on them yet? Maybe a couple of things have come out that he's like, that they take a bit more control than what the Republic did.
They did kill all the Jedi Knights based on trust us, bro. There is that.
Yeah. Well, that's part of the whole book that's set right after Revenge of the Sith that follows Bail Organa and Mon Mothma. Bail Organa is looking for what evidence did you have? He's looking for the evidence of, that the Jedi's betrayed
the Republic and everything.
the Republic. And he's also looking for evidence of a conspiracy against them. So it's sort of playing into that maybe some people are suspicious. Some people are like, yeah, we don't really care. Or
we've had
they
enough
were
fighting.
sus on the Jedi anyway.
We've had enough fighting, really. If this just means there's no fighting. And, Mace Windu's body was never recovered, who knows? So, it's all a bit speculative. So, yeah, effectively, Two Boots wants to call the Empire in. He's like, we can't control this Moll guy. It's time to call in the feds, like you said, Catherine. And he's like, sorry, mate, I got to switch you off like C-3PO, And, do you reckon... Yeah, I suppose robots would have a really obvious off switch. I mean, it looks like 3PO's is kind of on his neck based on Empire when he gets switched off. And Two Boots is sort of on the back of his thing.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's just a standard thing that all droids have to have a, reachable off button. I can't imagine a battle droid.
Yeah. Well, they've got a centralised... Oh, in the Phantom Menace anyway, they've got the centralised, off switch.
Yeah. It only takes one to go bad, really. Moll, something on your mind?
No, I thought, the way that he was, moving his hand behind the chair, you can see that he was going to definitely deactivate and, I don't know, sort of get his hand in. Bang. I thought he was going to kill him, but I can't do that.
And they did have that shot. I think it might have been earlier in the episode where he goes to investigate, the tip-off Two Boots, and they have the kind of shot where he leaps up and you see his two boots. It's like the hero shot of his actual little booties that he's got on the thing. I thought that was quite cool.
Why is he called Two Boots?
Because he's got these boot things on his feet. I don't know whether they're the standard issue or whether he's just coloured them or he's done something to make them stick out.
And does he do some special jump? Because when he was chasing, he had some sort of special jumping ability. Does he have some special jumping ability?
Maybe. He had a little spring. That's the thing. I don't know how separate he is to a standard issue droid, whether he's,
That's why, because he had some sort of Jedi jump thing going on, but I wasn't sure if that was part of the boots technology.
Maybe. He's got special jumping boots.
Go Gadget legs.
Yeah. Maybe he has an umbrella that comes out of the top of his head. Not an umbrella, like a helicopter kind of thing.
Instead of the helicopter lightsaber, he's got a helicopter hat.
Yeah, the handles come out of his ears and he does I had that Inspector Gadget toy. It was the best toy ever, that one. I actually had that toy growing up. I couldn't believe when I got that. So effectively, Brander, he rocks up, he takes the SWAT team down to the Mohl hideout, and of course it's a setup because that prick droid, Catherine, that you love so much, is just he's like, finally, or about time, or something. He's like, that stupid
Spybot.
Stupid Spybot that everybody likes, that I hate. I don't like that guy. Everybody else likes him.
Why do you like him, Josh?
He's just a little turd. I don't care for him.
What was he spraying there? Was that smoke to help them get away, or coughing gas? Coughing.
Yeah. You and King Tom are in the I Hate Spybot club.
Yeah, me and Tom we're the cool dudes. We need to pander. We're not
Who's
a bunch
cooler,
we're not a bunch of Disney shills like you guys. We tells it like we sees it.
B2 Emo or Spybot?
Oh, B2 Emo's the best.
Yeah, B2 Emo.
BB-8 or B2 Emo?
No, come on, BB. Let's put some respect on BB-8's name. You can like multiple droids. It doesn't have to be a hierarchy. All that's important is this one sucks, and he's a bad bloke, and he's gonna get his. He's gonna get a blast.
No hierarchy, but this one
he's gonna get a blaster to the head at some stage, and it's gonna be very satisfying. But
he might he might be a reprogram Sith bot from Tatooine, reprogram into Spybot.
I mean, it could be. He was playing some Imperial stuff in there a little bit, like the Imperial probe droid things. But so essentially the SWAT team turns up, and of course it's a bit of a trap. Maul, phones in first just to sort of offer this sort of somewhat of a peace deal. He ain't having it.
Speech.
The fight breaks out. You know, they're all getting shot at from all different sides and things. And then Devon and her master, Dookie, track down Maul.
Daki,
not Dookie, sorry.
I love how you have no idea.
I get it wrong. I've literally got the thing in front of me now and it's not helping me at all. Yeah, and then they sort of face up with Maul. We get a very cool fight. Another really good fight, Catherine.
That was a good fight.
Yeah, this was excellent. This was awesome. A lot of movement, like fluid movement, but also you could tell what was happening. So many fights. I'm thinking not just in animation. It's hard to tell what's happening. You could actually see what was happening, and it was great. And yes, the Jedi Master going for the legs. It's like, yes, and he actually took.
Did he take his kneecap, or he did something. He was sort of Maul was hobbling around in the aftermath, which was quite good.
Yeah, but Maul did one kick to the Master's stomach, and that seemed to do.
Yeah, I couldn't quite figure that out.
Damage
because he looked like he fell.
It's a big metal foot, though. Don't forget.
Yeah, maybe it broke his ribs because he kind of fell back on the back of that.
He's an old turtle man. He's a bit,
Yeah, he might have broken a few ribs.
What race is he?
I don't know. I'd never seen one before, unless he's a. Yeah, I'm not sure.
A lot of chin hair.
Yeah, a bit of a chin hair.
Of chin hair.
Well, Sloane was kind of going, is he Yoda's cousin? Like, she goes, would he know Yoda? I'm like, oh, you definitely would have known Yoda because they're both, in the Jedi temple together. She goes, she's not.
He delivered Yoda's breakfast.
He's not Yoda's, Yoda's brother, is he? I'm like, no, he hasn't got the same ears and he's a bit bigger. And I was like, oh, yeah, that doesn't make any sense. No, he's just the same color.
He's a reptile. He's a Mossic.
Okay.
The Jedi Master Iko Diodaki, who survived Order 66 and went into hiding with his Padawan Devon Azara on the planet Yarnix.
Is that a new species that's been invented for this? Is there a previous, is there a Wikipedia entry for that species?
There is no reference other than the Shadow Lord.
Okay, so it's a new.
They're just making shit up now.
We won't make him a Greedo, or we won't make him a Hammerhead. We'll pop out something new for this, something special.
Turtle
Man, and not the little turtle man from Ahsoka either. Different turtle man.
What was the turtle man in Ahsoka?
In Ahsoka, there were the little rock turtle dudes.
Oh yeah, that's right. I need to watch that again. It's been a while.
You have to do the rewatch before we do the recap this year. Later in the year, whenever that comes out.
The recap. Did we do? We forgot to do our annual year in review, didn't we? Speaking of recap,
we did.
Or did you do it?
No, I don't think we.
You did it?
No, did we? No, I don't think we did in the end. No, sorry. We can maybe do a half yearly one. We'll do an 18-month review. We'll just pick up.
We're doing them biannually.
Yeah, exactly. Something along those lines.
18-month review. That's pretty good.
Yeah, why not?
Why not? We can make our own rules. We can make our own rules. So basically, Maul gets away again. He loves to run off. That's sort of pretty standard procedure. And
the plot armor thickens.
Yeah, the plot armor thickens. He sort of escaped through an underground tunnel. He blocks the door off. But there is a few little moments where it seems like Devon's had her head turned. There was a few sort of glancing looks on her face when Maul, they were kind of facing off and he was sort of, he was selling the dream again. So it'd be interesting to see what happens next, whether she sort of chases him down or if, Darky survives the injuries and... Yeah, I'm not too sure. Not too sure. But then, of course, Two Boots has made the call.
Oh, yeah. They had a nice little moment. He's like, sorry, bro. Hope you can forgive me. He's like, I do, bro. I hope you can forgive me too.
Because I've just gone.
Imperial class Star Destroyer. Slow-mo over Janix. Uh-oh.
Right, no fishing trip for you this year. Two Boots. You're not coming on the family fishing trip.
Two Boots is a C. Can we say that on this channel? Probably not.
No. That's pretty... he's just doing it by the book. But it seems like he was pretty... I guess they've never had to deal with something this big.
He's a turd.
No, he's all right.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong in thinking this is too much for us to handle, because he is. But we know he's wrong because the Empire's going to make
we know the
place
Empire
so bad.
We know the Empire. He doesn't know. As far as he's concerned, he's just calling the government in, basically. He's just calling the federal police in. So, I think we know, we've already seen from the trailer that there are Inquisitors in this series. So I assume that they're coming in hot with some Inquisitors to try and, rein Maul in. And then our Jedi friends, heroes, might get caught in the crossfire and all of that. So, that's probably what he will do. He's just like, well, I'll just use these Jedi to get them off my tail. They can go hunt them instead and leave me be.
Oh, what do you think the priorities are for Inquisitors? Is it Maul or is it
Jedi?
The Jedi?
Jedi, I'd say so.
I reckon the Emperor wants Maul off the table because Maul knows the plan. Maul knows the secrets. So if there's that choice, which would he rather? Who would he rather have off the table?
I think it would be Jedi first, Maul next. It'd
probably be a stacking thing. He probably feels like Maul will be more difficult than the Jedi, so maybe let's just take them off the table first, and then
Well, no, because Maul, he's beaten Maul, I don't know, 2 or 3 times already. He's just he's just a pimple. Whereas the Jedi need to be eradicated because they're a symbol of hope and etc. etc.
Yeah, and I think he might think that eventually Maul will come for me, and the Jedi won't come directly at him, so I've got to get rid of them. Maul will probably eventually want to come back at me. It seems like he's still pretty mad at Sidious. He wants to, he still wants to go for his head at some stage. But yeah. Good stuff. Enjoying it. I don't know. Have we got anything else here? Any other closing thoughts? Do we just knock it on the head at 42 minutes and say good work?
Well, let's talk about Star Wars afterwards. I have some Star Wars related topics to bring to the table.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, for sure. What do you got?
Well, tickets go on sale for Mandalorian and Grogu. The trailer's coming out next week. Pre-sales aren't looking good. We need to get the word. We need to turn the needle. We need to make this successful.
How can pre-sales not look good if it hasn't gone on sale?
I don't know. Opening numbers are looking shaky, they said.
Yeah. Oh, look, it'll do fine. It'll make it 600, 700 million, I think, and it'll be fine. I'm more concerned about Star Wars Celebration tickets, to be honest. And where are these Star Wars Celebration tickets? Why have these not happened?
Yeah.
What are we waiting for?
They've not even announced a date that they're going on sale.
Yeah.
I would have thought that. Yeah.
I checked because I had a discussion with Charlie Ashby when he was talking about it, and it was, I think Japan was about a year, before, April we bought the tickets, but I think London or the one after was July. So the tickets were later. So there is a precedence that they weren't necessarily always 12 months to the day out. So it is a little bit weird. Maybe who knows? It could be announced tomorrow, but it does seem a bit strange.
Well, April 1 to 4.
Yeah, we're past the 12-month mark. Yeah.
I'm interested in exhibiting.
What are you going to exhibit?
With London?
My behaviour.
That'll happen one way or the other.
Yeah, so
family trip.
Anaheim 2022 occurred in May, and then London was April 2023. So, that's what would be why tickets couldn't go on sale a year out. That would be why it would be a little bit later, because it was less than a year between celebrations, between 2022 and 2023.
Oh, that's right. It wasn't there because we got
Yeah.
the delay on the other one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. It does seem a little bit weird, but I guess, I mean, who knows what the motivations are? If it's new management, if it's the wider world, if it's the perception of America.
It looks like Reed Pop's still in charge.
Yeah, I couldn't see any reason why it wouldn't be. It feels like this thing just sort of is a recurring tick over thing. Like, I don't see what would be any different about this one than any other one, but who knows?
Well, we are at war, Joshua. So that might have something to do with it. There might be a little bit of now's not the time to release tickets.
I think for a domestic American one though, where they probably assume that 90% of people will probably come from America because they've all missed the last few. But who knows? Maybe they're waiting to see what happens off the back of the World Cup, but that's still a while away. That would put it right after. Who knows? We could wake up tomorrow and there might be, it's 2 weeks out.
You know what? We are not it'll literally be in the next 2 days, and then all this awesome natter is debunked.
Yeah, it'd be nice to know, because it's obviously there are a lot of things that have to be organised in order to do it, but we'll get there. We'll get there. You're gonna take the whole family this time, Mohl?
Probably not. I'll try. I'd love to go, but.
Still another year out.
If I can just take Santi, I should just take Santi and then leave him at my brother and sister's for the day, and then go to Star Celebration, and then take him to Disneyland at night or something.
That sounds exhausting. Just thinking about it. I know. Well, I know you're keen to do the museum, Catherine, as well too. So there's things. I don't think I'll overstay my welcome. I think I'll probably get in and get out, but. It would be very nice to see everybody again, and especially a lot of the Americans that we've missed at the last few. So, here's hoping. Here's hoping.
Yeah. We'll see.
All right. I think we're gonna kick it. We're gonna kick it down. We're gonna kick it off. I can go watch AFL 360 now, and then I can watch on the couch. Probably have to fast forward just to the bits where they're talking about Essendon, and revel in the win for the next few days until we go to the Gold Coast and get smashed. But that's all right. That's we enjoy these things now as they come. It's nice to have you back, Mohl. Hopefully you can back it up again next week.
I look to back it up. I'll be there.
Excellent.
Microphone adjacent.
Very good. Oh, yep. You got your training in the end. Catherine, enjoy the last few days of school holidays. Get a little bit more comedy festival in. Get your Survivor on.
Yep.
You came in very pumped about Survivor before. I'm sure you're itching to talk with your Survivor peeps.
Oh, yeah. Like, the Discord is going to go off because it was a wild decision. Finale tomorrow night with a live reunion, which hasn't happened in Australia for a long time, and it hasn't happened in America for a very long time either. That stopped because of COVID, and they haven't gone back to it. So, yes, Australian Survivor, kicking goals.
Excellent. Cool. Well, thank you, everybody. Thank you for listening. As always, we'll be back. We'll keep mauling along. Let's just keep this good time going. So, thank you, guys.
Thank you, Josh.
And,
thank you, Joshua.
We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye. Bye.